Tom here, Maccabees, sharing the spirit of the bees. Hope everybody's doing good. It's February 1st. A little cold, chilly today. It's above freezing, but the sun's out, but it's not near as warm as yesterday. It got up to 60. I think tomorrow is supposed to be upper 50s and sunny, so that'll be good. I'm setting up my swarm traps, getting them ready. I'll be putting them out about the end of March. First swarms are early April. Here we go. So here's my 9 traps. The styrofoam one was my first one that with this concept, and it's got 1/8 skinny oak boards on the inside, so they can't chew through the box. It's all sealed up on the inside. Basically, all I do is I run a dowel pin through the front and a dowel pin through the back, which you can see there. 18 3/4 inch. I use 1/2 inch dowel pin just because that's what I had. And I just drill the holes and run the dowel pins through. You don't really need to hold the dowel pins, because if you use a 1/2 inch dowel pin, you drill a 1/2 inch hole, but then you're putting it's in the curve of the tote, which I can show you right there. It's in the curve. And just the wedging of the dowel pin holds it in place. Also, on these totes, I can fit 9 frames in them. But if you notice, if you look down in there, it does not reach the bottom of the tote. There was actually a good 6 inches, almost 7, between the frames and the bottom of the tote. And here's how I set them up. Old frames. This is an old one that I just knocked the comb out, stick it back in there. Nothing fancy. And then I use a plastic bag and a Q-tip. God, I couldn't think of that for a second. All I do is I spray Swarm Wrestler on the tip. I'll do spray one side and then spray the other side. Throw it inside my plastic bag. I do not seal the plastic bag. It's unsealed. And I just take it on the back of the tote, on the center frame, or near center frame, and I just slide it in there. And that's it for the inside of the tote for scent. Then in the front, I do not spray the hole. Bees are very sensitive to that spray. It is an attractant, and if it's too much, they will not go in that hole. They'll fly to it, but not go in. I actually spray up here. Also, the shade of the handle a little bit keeps it from drying so fast, and right up in here and spray them, because it's an attractant. That's all it is. So all I got to do is get them close to the box, and they'll find that little entrance. I smell those frames. And I put the entrance 3/8 approximately by 1.5 inches. I don't measure it, I just cut it. And that's how I set them up. I also put all my boxes on the north side of structures. I do not put them in trees. Bees, these bees, they must be trained. They fly by structures all the time. So I put them on the north side, not in the sun. Bees, these things get hot. All swarm traps get hot. Bees get hot. They won't go into a hot box. So they'll go into a normal temperature, whatever it is outside. Usually in April, May, it could be 50, it could be 80 where I live. I've used all 3 Swarm Commander, Lemongrass, Swarm Wrestler. My go-to is Swarm Wrestler. It works, in my opinion, best of the 3, but all 3 work. Actually, you don't even have to put anything in them, as long as you got old frames like I do mixed in with them. That's all you really need. I've forgotten the Swarm Wrestler bottle, and just set them up without it, and I've caught swarms. Another good thing, putting them at my neighbor's friend's houses and near their house or in their backyard, they watch the boxes for me, and over the years they know what a swarm is versus bees, just scout bees checking it out. And they let me know when their swarm is in there. I give them about a day, because after 1 day after they tell me, I know it's 2 days. They'll already have 2 frames built up and should be about ready to start laying. She might even be by the 3rd day. I'll go ahead and remove that swarm, put it in one of my 6 framers, or probably my 6 framer. Then set this tote right back up and put it right back in the friend's house in the backyard location, and it'll catch a second swarm in a few weeks, sometimes a couple days later. I've already actually caught a swarm within an hour. I was actually at the box getting a swarm, picking the box up. Luckily I had a box in my truck, and another swarm flew in trying to get in that same box. So I quickly pushed the box off to the side when I had the bees, grabbed the other box and put it right in that spot. And as I was getting that bees loaded up onto the truck, I had caught another swarm. So I just closed that one up, stuck around an extra hour. They were all in there, and took home 2 swarms. So sometimes you catch them that fast. And I'll be, like I said, our swarm season starts about the beginning of April. The very first swarms will be the first 2 weeks. Those are also the biggest swarms. I've had swarms that were over 14 frames, 2 double deeps filling up in that early April time. Those are the best swarms, best hives that overwintered. Having the frames 6 inches, 4 inches, there's not a real magic number there above the frames, show the bees that they have all this comb available, 9 to 10 frames depending on what box they are. Most of them are 9 frames. And also it shows they have future expansion down from each frame. Also, good news is if you forget to get your box and they make comb, since it is 6 inches, it's nice and easy to just cut that comb right off, use some rubber bands and place it into a frame without foundation. You know, it's the perfect size. I've had to do that before at my brother's farm when I just left it down there. Got it the next time I've come down. So that's about it. Well, this is Tom, Macapary Bees, sharing the spirit of bees. Hope everybody has good luck with the catching swarms. And so what I wanted to finish, swarm season's the 1st of April. I put these traps out about the last week of March, 1 to 2 weeks before first swarms, just so the bees kind of know where it is. So, all right, sharing the spirit of bees. Everybody be good.